Hello, David. Glad to meet you for the first time here at TOCICO in Orlando, 2022. I'd heard your name around, but where I really got to know what you were thinking and stuff was when you published your big yellow book about Critical Chain Implementation Handbook. Could you tell me about that, what it is, why you did it?
Yeah. I had been learning a lot about critical chain when I was working with Eli Goldratt in the last few years of his life, because he was codifying critical chain in a strategy and tactics tree. It's called the Project Strategy and Tactics Tree. And I realized that there were several good books in existence about what critical chain is and the thinking behind critical chain, but there was really no book out there that was really the practical how-to guide of how to implement critical chain, especially with the latest thinking and especially with the completeness that was encompassed in the strategy and tactics tree. So I thought, well, somebody's got to write this book. It might as well be me. So I set out to write a book that was a book of really how to do critical chain, how to implement critical chain.
Absolutely. And it's been a certain success since it's been now used by various large corporations as the handbook of how to implement, right? Because what's nice about the strategy and tactics tree is the way that it enables you through, well, checklist is maybe a cheap way of putting it, but through a rigorous structure to go through the implementation in the right order and make sure you haven't missed anything and spot a problem and think, yes, that's because we didn't do this bit properly and that stuff.
Yeah, and so I also developed something called the 3 questions in the book, and that is to check on the work that you've done step by step to make sure that you've really done it correctly and that it's delivering the results that you hope and expect it to deliver. And if that step doesn't deliver those results, then you have to ask why. You have to go back and find out what is the false assumption that I'm making here, or the flawed assumption that I'm making here. So you can adjust your thinking and then re-implement until you get that expected result.
Anyway, so that's the yellow book, Critical Chain Implementation Handbook, right? 2016, 14, beg its pardon. Highly recommended. It's the how-to handbook to implement critical chain. So buy it and then read it.